In a grand council chamber high above the planet Glaxar, a group of alien diplomats sat around a massive circular table, their faces illuminated by the glow of holographic displays. These displays showed star maps and battle strategies, as well as detailed images of Earth, the home planet of humans. The room buzzed with animated discussions, and the air was thick with a sense of superiority. One alien, a tall creature with shimmering green skin and 4 glowing eyes, tapped a claw on the table to command attention. "Have you seen the latest reports on humans?" He scoffed, a sneer twisting his features. "They have no advanced technology, no real military strategy. They rely on brute force and emotions. It's laughable. They are no match for our forces." Laughter erupted around the table, echoing off the walls adorned with images of victorious battles against weaker civilizations. Another diplomat, a creature resembling a spider with long, delicate legs and 1,000 eyes, chimed in. "I heard their soldiers still use outdated weapons. We could wipe them out without breaking a sweat." As the mockery continued, the atmosphere in the chamber shifted. Amidst the ridicule sat a calm figure, a human ambassador named David Carter. With a well-tailored suit and a composed demeanor, he appeared unfazed by the alien diplomat's taunts. Instead, he listened intently, a slight smile playing on his lips. David understood the gravity of the situation, but he also held a secret. Humans had been preparing for this moment. Beneath his cool exterior, he was a strategist, having spent years studying the tactics of his alien counterparts. As the laughter subsided, David raised a hand, seeking to interject. "You underestimate us," he said, his voice steady and confident. "Humanity may not have the same technology as you, but we are resourceful. Our strength lies in our ability to adapt and innovate. You may find us to be more than what you expect." The diplomats exchanged incredulous glances, but their laughter faded, replaced by curiosity mixed with skepticism. Just then, an urgent message flashed across the holographic screens in the chamber. The lead diplomat turned to face the display, his eyes widening as he absorbed the information. "What is this?" he demanded, his voice tense. The chamber fell silent as the diplomats watched a video feed showing the movements of an immense alien fleet, its warships gliding silently through the darkness of space toward Earth. A hushed whisper swept through the chamber. "An invasion?" The tall, green-skinned alien's expression shifted from amusement to alarm. "They're going to attack the humans? This changes everything." David's heart raced as he processed the announcement. The aliens believed this would be an easy victory. After all, humans were supposed to be disorganized and ill-prepared for war. They thought of Earth as a weak, insignificant planet ripe for conquest. But David knew better. The time for underestimating humanity was over. The lead diplomat, trying to maintain his composure, announced, "We will crush them swiftly and efficiently. Their cities will burn, and their population will cower before our might." His words dripped with confidence, but David felt a chill run down his spine. He knew that the aliens were underestimating human resilience, and he sensed a storm brewing. "Prepare the fleet for launch," the diplomat commanded, waving his hand dismissively. The aliens began to disperse, eager to move forward with their plan. But David remained seated, his mind racing. He had to act quickly. While the aliens were caught up in their belief of victory, he had to rally his people and ready them for the battle ahead. David stood up, drawing the attention of the remaining diplomats. "If I may," he began, his voice carrying authority, "the humans you mock have fought and survived against impossible odds before. We may not possess your advanced technology, but our spirit is unmatched. We are fighters at heart, willing to protect our home and our loved ones." A murmur of disbelief rippled through the chamber. The diplomats were beginning to realize that perhaps they had miscalculated. But it was too late. The fleet was already en route to Earth, a wave of destruction poised to crash upon the unsuspecting planet. As the diplomats exited the chamber, David took a deep breath. He understood that the battle for humanity's survival was just beginning. He was determined to prove them wrong. The galaxy would soon learn that humanity was not the weak link they believed them to be. Instead, they would rise to the occasion and fight back, demonstrating the true strength that lay within the human spirit. The moment arrived when the alien fleet descended upon Earth. Hundreds of massive warships, gleaming with advanced technology, glided silently through the dark expanse of space. Each ship was armed with energy weapons, designed to obliterate anything in their path. As they approached a small human outpost on the planet's surface, the aliens felt confident. They expected an easy victory. Down on the ground, humans were going about their daily lives, unaware of the impending danger. But alarms suddenly blared throughout the outpost, shattering the calm. People rushed to their stations, panic sweeping through the ranks. Soldiers scrambled to prepare for the attack, their faces a mix of fear and determination. David, the human ambassador, was on the ground, coordinating the response. He could see the shadows of the alien ships looming overhead, and his heart raced. With a deafening roar, the first wave of alien weapons fired, sending bright beams of energy streaking down toward the outpost. Explosions erupted, throwing debris and dust into the air. The humans fought bravely, but the initial chaos was overwhelming. Alien ships soared above, firing their weapons with deadly precision, while humans struggled to mount a defense. David watched as his soldiers tried to retaliate with their outdated weapons, but the aliens were too powerful. Buildings crumbled and the outpost shook from the blasts. The aliens, confident in their strength, began to celebrate. They believed this would be a simple conquest, a quick victory that would solidify their dominance over Earth. But as the aliens reveled in their apparent success, something unexpected happened. David had been waiting for the right moment to activate a hidden defense system that had been in development for years. With a determined shout, he ordered the soldiers to activate it. Suddenly, the ground beneath them trembled as hidden turrets emerged from the ground, their barrels rotating to face the alien ships. The humans unleashed a barrage of powerful energy blasts, catching the aliens completely off guard. The tides of battle shifted in an instant. The outpost erupted with renewed energy as humans fought back with the hidden technology they had kept secret. The aliens, who had expected an easy win, now found themselves facing a fierce and unexpected counterattack. For the first time, doubt crept into the hearts of the alien commanders. They realized that humanity was not the weak target they had thought. The battle raged on, with humans pushing back against their attackers, surprising everyone with their strength and ingenuity. David felt a surge of hope. Humanity was rising to the challenge, and they would fight for their survival. The tide of war had turned, and the galaxy was about to learn the truth about humans. They were not to be underestimated. As the battle raged on, memories flooded David's mind, reminding him of the intense training that humans had undergone in preparation for a day like this. He could see flashes of dedicated soldiers running drills in vast fields, practicing their aim and honing their skills. They trained day and night, learning how to adapt and think on their feet. Many of them had faced tough conditions, learning unconventional warfare tactics that would give them the edge they needed against the technologically superior aliens. In one vivid memory, David recalled a group of soldiers sneaking through a dense forest during a nighttime exercise. They moved like shadows, practicing guerrilla warfare by setting traps and ambushes to surprise their opponents. This training had prepared them to fight not just with weapons, but with their minds. They learned to use their environment to their advantage, becoming masters of strategy and deception. Now, facing the alien invasion, the human soldiers were ready to unleash their full potential. David stepped forward, determined to boost the morale of his troops. He called for silence amidst the chaos, his voice cutting through the noise of battle. "Listen up, everyone!" he shouted, commanding their attention. "Today we show the galaxy what humans are truly made of. We are not just fighters, we are survivors. We have faced challenges before, and we have always come out stronger." His words ignited a fire in the hearts of the soldiers. They stood taller, their fear replaced with a fierce determination. David continued, "These aliens may have advanced technology, but we have something they lack, our spirit. Together we will outsmart them and fight for our homes and loved ones. We will not back down." Inspired by his speech, the troops rallied around him, ready to follow his lead. They quickly formed squads, utilizing their knowledge of the surrounding terrain to devise clever tactics. David led them into the nearby wooded area, where they could use the trees for cover. They set up hidden traps, camouflaged pits and tripwires, designed to catch the aliens off guard. As the alien forces advanced, they encountered unexpected obstacles. Soldiers sprang from their hiding places, launching surprise attacks. The aliens, confident in their numbers, were taken aback by the human tactics. The battlefields turned chaotic as the humans moved swiftly, exploiting their environment and working together as a unified force. With every successful ambush, the human fighting spirit grew stronger. They fought not just for victory, but for each other, driven by the bonds they had forged through their training and struggles. David felt a surge of pride as he witnessed their resilience. They were proving that they could outsmart the technologically advanced aliens, using their creativity and courage to turn the tide of battle. This was humanity unleashed, fierce, resourceful, and determined. The galaxy would soon learn that humans were not just survivors. They were warriors, ready to defend their planet at any cost. As the battle continued, it became clear that humanity was not just defending, they were preparing to launch a counteroffensive. David watched as his soldiers coordinated their efforts, and an electric energy filled the air. They were ready to take the fight back to the aliens. With quick thinking, they deployed unexpected technology that had been kept secret for this very moment: electromagnetic pulse, EMP, devices. "On my mark!" David shouted, and the soldiers positioned the EMP devices around the outpost. As the aliens advanced, the humans activated the devices, sending a wave of energy through the air. Alien ships, which had been gliding effortlessly, suddenly shuddered and began to malfunction. Lights flickered, weapons powered down, and confusion spread among the alien ranks. This was the moment the humans had been waiting for. The tide of battle shifted dramatically. With the alien ships disabled, human pilots took to the skies, engaging in fierce space dogfights. David felt a surge of hope as he witnessed human fighters weaving in and out of enemy fire, using agility and speed to outmaneuver the larger alien vessels. Each successful strike filled the troops with confidence. They were no longer the underdogs, they were fighting back with everything they had. On the ground, the soldiers fought fiercely, employing their guerrilla tactics with precision. Explosions erupted as they moved strategically through the terrain, striking the aliens where they were most vulnerable. But amidst the chaos, there were heart-wrenching moments as well. During an intense firefight, David watched as one of his close friends, a brave soldier named Mark, rushed forward to cover a group of their comrades. He was hit in the crossfire, and the horror of that moment pierced David's heart. "Mark!" David yelled, rushing to his fallen friend. Mark smiled faintly, but the light in his eyes was fading. "Keep fighting, David. Don't let this be in vain," he whispered, his voice weak but filled with determination. In that moment, David felt a deep emotional connection to his comrades. Their sacrifices were not just numbers, they were real people with dreams and loved ones. This loss fueled their resolve, igniting a fierce fire within the remaining soldiers. As David returned to the fight, the humans pressed on, motivated by their fallen friend. The air was thick with smoke and the sounds of battle. High-tech weapons clashed against alien technology, creating a chaotic symphony of warfare. Soldiers dodged laser blasts and retaliated with their own weapons, showing incredible bravery as they fought for each other and for Earth. The combat scenes were intense. Fighters zipped across the sky, while on the ground, explosions sent debris flying in every direction. The camaraderie among the troops was palpable as they shouted encouragement to one another, pushing through the pain and fear. They were fighting not just to survive, but to honor those who had fallen. This was the turning point in the battle. The human spirit was unbreakable, and as they fought back with determination and clever tactics, the tide of war began to favor them. The galaxy would soon learn that humans were not to be underestimated. They were capable of great strength and sacrifice, ready to defend their home at any cost. The battle raged on, but the tide had definitively turned in humanity's favor. With their EMP devices disrupting the alien fleet and the brave human soldiers pushing forward with fierce determination, the remnants of the alien armada began to panic. Ships that had once seemed invincible were now crippled and unable to defend themselves. One by one, alien vessels fell from the sky, crashing into the ground or drifting aimlessly in space. The sight of their once mighty fleet breaking apart filled the humans with a sense of triumph. David stood atop a ridge, watching as the last of the alien ships turned and fled in disarray. The cheers of victory erupted among the human troops. They had done the impossible. They had defeated the alien invaders who had underestimated them. Their victory was not just a battle won, it was a statement to the entire galaxy that humans were not to be taken lightly. As the dust settled and the remnants of the alien fleet disappeared into the void of space, news of this unexpected turn of events spread rapidly throughout the galaxy. Other alien civilizations, who had mocked humanity and viewed them as inferior, were shocked. The tales of the battle at the outpost spread like wildfire. They learned that humans were not only resilient but also skilled fighters, capable of using their wits and resources to defeat even the most technologically advanced foes. The victory sparked a deep reevaluation of humanity's capabilities. Diplomats and leaders from various alien races convened in their council chambers, discussing the implications of this unexpected strength. They were wary now, considering the possibility that humans could be a significant force in the galaxy, one that could stand against any threat. Whispers of alliances and wars began to circulate as different factions contemplated their next moves. As David surveyed the scene, he felt a mix of pride and concern. This victory had brought humanity into the spotlight, but it also drew attention from those who might wish to challenge them again. The galaxy was no longer the same. Humanity had proven they could fight back, and now they would be viewed as a potential threat. The ending of this chapter hinted at a broader conflict brewing in the cosmos. In the shadows of distant stars, alien races began to prepare for war, gathering their forces and strategizing. They would not allow humans to become a dominant power without a fight. David and his comrades had won the day, but he knew the battle for humanity's place in the galaxy was far from over. As the humans celebrated their hard-earned victory, they were aware that they had entered a new era. An era where humanity would have to defend their newfound status and navigate the complexities of intergalactic politics. This victory was just the beginning. The galaxy had awakened to the truth about humans. They were fierce warriors, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As new threats loomed on the horizon, David looked to the stars, knowing that humanity's journey was only beginning, and many more adventures awaited them in the vast universe.